Man, it was just bizarre how fast it was.
And all you could see was giant groups of teal flying back and forth nonstop.
Hey boys, I got breakfast back home with you. We ain't gonna need it.
Gerald, get ready. What's our time?
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Holy cow! They was really, I mean, you couldn't ask to get them no closer.
We're gonna head to Hellhole, put the permanent spread out. That's the only spot we leave decoys. It's a traveling spot, they never sit there. So right now we're on par to be a little bit ahead of last year, so stick with us.
You know, opening day, we're pretty caught up leading into this. So we're working on things we normally don't work on, just knick-knack stuff, especially at the Hellhole with it, where we went to the permanent spread. And we're down there, really we spent about 2 days on that.
We're getting the 4 DPs set that we put in that hole, which is a lot of, you know, that's 8 lines, a lot of moving decoys, 1990s models, Mojos that we can't find the wings to, electrical lines to those Mojos. So it's a lot of work, and we're just trying to tie off all those loose ends that we might have.
We've been putting tracks together. We got one down here and got another one down here. Now they saying they don't need it. I took it and got it welded. I'm probably just gonna leave it here because I ain't hauling it back. Hook it up to somebody else's truck.
We're completely done in 6. It's ready to hunt probably 8-9 days before season. So the ducks are just sitting right in front of the blind.
We know that ducks are gonna sit up there and they're gonna get comfortable, and anytime you're running a boat to take a table out there, or more decoys, or camo a couple holes, you're gonna flush those ducks out, and it might be 2 or 3 days before they come back. So we try to stay out of that entire north end. That way the ducks can get comfortable and live on that farm.
We're just seeing these giant mobs of teal flying around, like just crazy, like 1,500, 2,000 at a time. And our neighbors to the south had a ton of ducks sitting on them, as they always do early.
Just going back and forth between our neighbor and the north end, the neighbor and the north end. And it was like, man, that's a lot of 50 packs of teal. I mean, you get 4 or 5 of those in, and it's gonna be a mess of duck.
And so we knew Hellhole was gonna be great because it's on the south end of the farm, and we knew 6 was. So we didn't know really what to expect. There's not just a ton of mallards around, but again, it's tough because they just kind of went back north on us. But there is thousands and thousands of teal and gadwall and just all sorts of different ducks.
We need more decoy rigs.
Just trying to put tubs together for the blinds. All the stuff we use to cook breakfast, forks, knives, paper towels, all that kind of stuff. Just trying to get our guide area cleaned up a little bit.
So tonight we're gonna have 4 courses. The first one on the table, it's a field green salad with a little feta cheese, some candy pecans, dried cranberry.
I'm trying to work this shit. I think else before I don't have to go.
Load up.
So opening day, this never happens either, but it's southwest wind and sunny. Perfect wind for both blinds, and we're excited. Man, the ducks act like it's sunny and windy that morning.
And we're getting all the guys off the boat into the blind, and first thing we always do is muddy up the water. And it was sunny that day, of course, and you could see the skyline, and all you could see was giant groups of teal flying back and forth nonstop. And we were right in between it, and we were watching the show, and I looked back at Gerald and I said, we're fixing to see something special.
First day after the split, I think the teal are still here.
They never left us, Gerald.
I don't think they ever left, so we got everybody tucked in, and I hope they can hit them. Let's look at them.
Oh my gosh. Gerald was sitting there watching his clock. I just kept asking, is it time? Is it time?
Here, Gerald, get ready. What's our time?
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Well, boys, I think we got a couple. Holy cow! Reload. Let's just keep shooting them. You see any cripple, shoot them again. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Plum getting them. Holy cow! He ran into a wall.
I don't know who's shooting 3.5s in there, but it don't work good when they're about 10 foot in front of the blind.
I mean, getting. Get him, get him, get him, man.
Oh, rip it. Look at them all come out of it.
You know, guys, what was crazy about that day is opening day, the water never quit rippling from either ducks dying and falling in it. You know, I mean, the wind was blowing, but what I'm saying is there was either ducks falling in it from dying or ducks landing to get shot. It was crazy for an hour. It was just literally ducks hitting the water constant. And, you know, by the end, right when we finished up, it was like these teal were just, there were pairs of teal like flying around lost. They didn't know where to go. They were just landing wherever. They were just, it was crazy. Man, it was just bizarre how fast it was.
That's as full as you get. All these ducks are, every one of them.
Good start.
Get him!
You could really tell that these, you know, giant groups of teal were really breaking up into 2s and 3s and 4-packs, and they weren't responding to duck calls, and they were bouncing off duck calls, and we're like, oh boy, they're gonna get hurt today.
I kind of feel bad for him.
I don't feel bad for nobody. Kill him. Left side. Kill him. Right in front of you. Hit him, hit him. Them old Tennessee boys, they brought them, they shoulder their guns, they get down on them.
Put a time stamp on it.
Put a time stamp on it.
What we got?
755 or 751. Yeah, we done shot 60 plus. I think the boys had a good time. And we're gonna go back and enjoy it. Hey boys, I got breakfast back home with you. We ain't gonna need it.
All right, well, we're taking our picture and we're headed back.
We're about to get pictures and we'll head back. So. Yeah, we'll meet you there.
If we hunted 30 minutes, it was because we wanted to. So, you know, we just kind of quit shooting into small bunches of teal, you know, 4s and 5s and 10s. We didn't even shoot them. And everybody was frustrated, but I wasn't waiting on mallards. It was opening day and I was trying my best to get out of there. We're just needing to get out and let the ducks settle back down. So it was exciting. The weather was great. It was efficient. We didn't do much shooting. We were back at the lodge having a mixed drink in the morning, a Bloody Mary. Mr. Tom Wiley's in town. We have fun with him and David Langster's crew. So there's 2 groups of 8 and it went really well. We had an awesome opening day and really the first 3, 4, 5 days were spectacular. So yeah, that was it. It couldn't have went any better.
It was an awesome hunt to be a part of. Water splashing, shotguns, big volleys everywhere. Grown men just, you know, acting like they never acted before. I guess that's what big old groups of teal will do for you. But it was just a good, rather quick hunt at the Hellhole.